time for another episode of comic books that feature beautiful Nubian queens on the cover. Um, I dig a lot for comic books, and sometimes I run across comic books that I wouldn't particularly buy, that don't particularly grab my interest, um, but they do feature beautiful, beautiful Nubian sisters on the cover, and I have to pick it up anyway and add to my collection. Um, and I want to show you some of those. So I pulled five more aside, and let's take a look at what I picked up. Okay, so this first one, it's a Storm X-Men book, Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants, #3. That's a Marvel comic. Beautiful Storm, as usual. Now, as far as these modern books, I don't buy a lot of or I don't read a lot of new Marvel, DC, or any of that stuff. I do like Storm, and I do enjoy the older X-Men comics, but as far as the newer stuff, I don't really too much, you know, get into those stories. I'm more of a non superhero kind of guy these days. I will flip through this and just see, if anything kind of grabs me, but I can't deny this beautiful sister who's on the cover. So that's why I actually have it in my collection. So let's keep it moving. Here, next, off of Black Math, this is the third issue of Everfrost. Now this, just by the cover, features a beautiful, futuristic looking type of sister from, I don't know. I don't know if it, from the future, I don't know, another planet. I couldn't tell you. But I did get to flip through this book, and it is definitely sci-fi. The artwork, I can deal with the artwork, but I'm looking at the story and it didn't move me or grab me in any way, shape, or form. It kind of seemed like it just kind of moved along pretty fast. Oh, they're hanging out in this weird place. Oh, some bad guys come. Oh, they kill them instantly. Oh, now it's, they're hanging out at the, it wasn't interesting to me. I don't think definitely won't be following this at all. But I love the cover. You can't deny that cover. You know what I mean? Very confident, very strong sister right here, and I love the little ball of hair on top. So yeah, right up my alley as far as that. I could definitely turn that into a poster. Now, next up, I think I showed another book from this run. This is issue #3 of Vicarious. Like that? Okay. She looks like one of these new school sisters that hang out at the clubs and all this and all that. Very pretty. Got the jewelry thing going on. Modest but very sexy outfit. You know what? I'm going to take a quick look at this and just see what this looks like. Because I don't recall, but I almost feel like I've shown a book from here before. Or maybe I have a book from here before. Okay, yes, it's weird. Artwork is weird. There's some weird looking characters in here. Let me show you some of this weird stuff. Yeah, so got horns and masks on, and it's just kind of not my cup of tea at all. It's got some cool action type stuff in here, but just it doesn't really grab me. Yeah, I could deal with the artwork if it had a cool story or whatever, but this doesn't grab me at all, outside of the cover, that is. but I had to share that. I had to share this cover with you because this definitely made the list. Okay, next up. Now, this cover I absolutely love. This is from Boom. It is called The Space Between. When I see this cover, I see wife material. I see the woman that you would take home to meet mom and dad. This looks like it's from the 70s almost. Get a little closer look on there. I don't know who that fool in the back is, but we got this. I'm definitely gonna have to look more into this. This kind of looks like some type of space suit, like if get that clear, like what you would wear on the Star Trek Enterprise or something, or I, maybe it's she's a it kind of looks like a real cool uniform for a flight attendant, or it could just be a very, very nice looking uniform for a fancy restaurant. I don't know, but I like it and I love the artwork, and I'm definitely going to have to look into this. Should we take a quick look? Let's take a quick look and just see. Let me see if I even need to give this the time of day. Okay, don't like the artwork at all. Story doesn't look interesting at all. I mean, look at this kind of stuff. Just doesn't look. This doesn't look interesting at all. I can't tell if it's in the future or what. Yeah, no. As far as the story line in here and what I'm seeing in the artwork, I'm giving it a thumbs down. But in terms of the front cover, yeah, that gets a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Alright, this book I'm sure I've shown before, but I probably showed a different cover. This, I believe, is the variant cover. This is Flawed, number 3. I have that whole run. She looked like she getting ready to kick somebody's behind up and down the street or something, and I like it. Plus, the afro got me, they had me at that right there. But yeah, definitely looks like she's about to handle some business. Now, I have this entire run of Flawed. I've yet to read it, so I don't know what's going on the inside, but I will eventually get around to that. But the cover, yes, that goes on the list of beautiful Nubian queens. Up next, this is issue number 4 of Minor Threats from Dark Horse. I love this cover. Now, at first, she kind of looks like just a waitress at a diner or something, but all I see is liquor around there, so maybe she's just a barmaid or whatever they call them. But man, body's got it going on, and the hair drives me insane. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And she looked like she's not taking no crap from nobody. That's cool, because I don't want no smoke with anybody anyway. I love this cover. Very strong, strong-willed, no-nonsense type of situation. And I really, really wanted to believe that this was a diner because she looked like she can cook. Alright? Although, we won't get into it. I have to. Should I? Yeah, why not? Some of these I haven't opened up yet, and I'm just kind of curious about this. See if I need to go find the rest of these. This story probably might not be about her. Okay. Nah, not digging the art at all. some superhero, super villain type stuff. Nah, I'm not feeling none of this. Nah, no thanks. Look at this. What do you guys think of this? Just not anything I get into these days. But I will keep it for the cover. I don't know, you tell me. What do you think of this cover? You think that's any good? Let me know. Next up, we have, what is this called? I don't even know what. Tales of Asunda. Issue number 4 from Stranger Comics. I never even heard of Stranger Comics. But look at this African warrior of a woman. Yes, indeed. That immediately, for me, gets a 10 out of 10. Immediately. I could put that on a t-shirt and rock that all day, every day. I am not going to open this one now. I'm going to take some time and really go through this. Hopefully, I will find it interesting. I might have to pick up some more of these, but I definitely dig the way this is going. Now, this next one I think is really sexy. And when I show these covers, I would like to only show the covers where it's just a woman and nobody else on the cover. And I just realized when I was showing you, this space in between, or the space between, as I was showing you, saw this guy in the background. So I didn't know he was there, but we'll pretend like he's not there. Well, this is another one where it's got a guy on there, but the woman on here is so fly that I just had to show this anyway. So we'll look past the dude. This is Deadly Hands of Kung Fu number 2. Obviously a newer version on Marvel. And this is what this cover looks like. Now you got my guy doing his martial arts, but look at the sister in the back with the afro. She's got the fly bikini on. The earrings kind of make me think they're in Britain somewhere. I'm not sure. Sorry about the glare. The glare really kind of takes away from how beautiful this cover actually is. But I'm definitely digging that video. I mean, this just screams sexy. And I tend to stay away from the scantily clad stuff or, anything that kind of goes in that direction. This one I really, really like, though. I love the blue with the purple background. It just kind of adds to her sexiness altogether. So, yeah, Deadly Hands of Kung Fu number 2. We'll see where that one leads. Now, this next one, I just realized that this is definitely some actress chick from some show. This is Serenity number 2. Firefly Class 03-K64, whatever that means. Serenity is a TV show, correct? I don't watch TV really, but I'm pretty sure this is a TV show, and this chick looks super duper familiar. The face. Take a close-up look at that face. Needless to say, it's still like a strong woman who, look at those arms. She looked like she can kick some serious butt. She in a little situation that she's got to get herself out of. I'm not even going to bother to open this book up. I just know that I'm not going to like it. But they say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, right? Well, let's see if I'm right. Let's see if I'm right about this. Let's see if I would have anything to do with this book. Okay. Artwork is cool. But right away, you can tell it's got something to do with outer space. I do not like stories that talk about outer space. I haven't come across one yet that was interesting in any kind of way. The story doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look good. Stuff going on a spaceship. I mean, how interesting can that possibly be? It just seems space stuff seems so restricting. Even though it's outer space, you're still on some type of ship or something, which kind of seems like things would be restrictive. I do like the artwork. Don't care for the storyline at all, at least visually speaking. So I think I called that one pretty good. Not so accurate on necessarily the art, but definitely on point of as far as the storyline is concerned. All right, last one. This one, well, this Iron Man number 17, whatever volume of Iron Man that is. I really love this. Beautiful sister on the front cover, doing her thing, superhero. Who knows where this storyline is going? I probably will not open this book up. Um, I'm like one of them old school first generation guys, or a better way of saying it is the first universe of things that was going on. I never heard of these alternate universes until a handful of years ago. What does that mean? I guess that's their way of changing the story and taking it in all different kinds of directions. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, Tony Stark, he's the only Iron Man. I'm not interested in anybody else being an Iron Man. That's who I grew up on. Tony Stark, the billionaire. Tony Stark, the rich, sophisticated company owner. That's the Iron Man that I know and love. I seriously doubt that I will ever feel anywhere remotely close about any other Iron Man. I thought the Iron Man movie was terrible. It had some moments, but I'm one of those stick to the script, stick to the original story type of people, and most of these comic movies, they don't do that. They go off, and Hollywood just kind of ruins them. So, although I love this cover, I'm definitely not interested in seeing anybody outside Tony Stark be Iron Man. But, love the cover. Love the cover. Beautiful cover. Can't deny that. Love her beautiful kind of short hairstyle. Just kind of giving a warning there. Don't get too close or I will zap you. Anyway, thanks for hanging out for another episode of these beautiful Nubian queens on the covers of different comic books, different comic covers. You guys be safe. We'll see you next time on Daryl DTV. Goodbye.